Hi guys, happy Sunday. Trying to get some stuff up here for you today so that you can get started on next week's material tomorrow or whenever you want to do it. The main thing is you need to have it all done by the following Monday. So this group of assignments, it's 2 lessons and an Edulastic assessment that is due next Monday the 30th. So just like how the week will go, you have 2 lessons to do. I don't care how you do them. If you do them today and get it all done, if you wait and do it Sunday night next week, that's up to you. But there are 2 lessons, and then there is an Edulastic. I will tell you that we're going to do a Zoom call again on Thursday. Last week, just a couple of you jumped on. It is not required, but if you have questions, that is the easiest way to do it. You're looking at me. I can show you something. I can do a problem and show it to you. But that's the easiest way to ask questions. It's a lot easier than over email, in my opinion, is because you can hear me try to explain something to you. So Thursday, we're going to do it at 11 a.m. So if that's something that you think you might want to do, as you're working through this, you're struggling, you need help, put a reminder in your phone. Thursday at 11, we're doing the Zoom call. The other thing I want to talk to you about is the geometry formula sheet. This is on Google Classroom. I also gave it to you in class the last time you saw me, Friday. that final day. You have to use a formula to do these. So you need to have either the formula sheet, or if you're looking at the notes, it has formulas on it. But if you're on the Edulastic and you don't have a formula, you're driving blind. This is not hard math, but you have to know what numbers to plug in, and you have to plug it in correctly. It's using a calculator, it's following a formula. So this week, we are looking at, let me look at my notes, surface area of pyramids and cones. So those are the formulas. Here is a pyramid. Surface area is going to be the one that has the SA in front. I realize I'm showing you a backwards, it's backwards. I'm sorry. And then a cone is this one. So those are your 2 pointed top shapes. And then the surface area, again, is the surface area, the SA. There's 3 formulas here. You want to use the one that has SA, that's surface area. And then the second lesson is volumes of prisms and cylinders. That's super easy. That formula is super easy. Volume of cylinder is right here. It's V equals pi times the radius squared times the height. So pi is a button in your calculator. The radius is half across the top, and then times your height. And then for the prism, which is like your box, volume is just length times width times height. Super easy. Volume, in my opinion, is easier than surface area. It's less numbers to have to look for and plug in. So I'm just gonna do a couple examples from each of those lessons in the notes right now. I'm gonna do them just all in this video. So if you only wanna watch part of it, pause it, come back and do the other lesson with me another time, that's fine. But just remember, Edulastic's due next Monday, and then Zoom call, Thursday at 11. Also, while you're working, let me know what you guys are doing at home, because we're getting a little bit bored. During the week when I'm doing schoolwork and the boys are doing schoolwork, it's better. But this weekend was pretty boring. Nowhere to go, nobody to see. The TV is on all the time. We are outside a lot, but let me know if you're reading any good books or playing really fun games, or even a Netflix show or a movie that you've seen that you think that the boys would like. We can all watch together as a family. So let me know if you know any of that stuff. All right, so the first lesson is surface area of pyramids and cones. So that's in lesson 3 in this Google Classroom announcement lesson. So if you click that PDF and open it up, I'm going to do just a couple of those examples with you. Okay, so these notes also have the formula for you. So it's the surface area formula. 1/2, that's an L, and a P plus a big B. What the heck are those? L is the slant height. I asked Sam to go in the playroom and find me any of his toys that are pyramids. He doesn't have one. So the slant height is along the side of the pyramid. So it slants. Obviously, that's why it's called the slant height. And then there's a height inside the pyramid too, but the slant height. And then the base is just whatever shape makes up the pyramid. In this one, it's a square. And these are squares. So you have to find the area of that base. That's what that big B is, okay? And then the perimeter, we know perimeter means add up all the sides. So that's why I said that I think surface area is hard, because you're finding perimeter, which is already a formula, you're finding base, which is another formula, and then you're plugging that into a formula. So And this first one, surface area, equals 1/2. It's like a cursive L, P, plus your big B. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find the perimeter. Perimeter of the base is gonna be these sides all together. My base is a square. So it's 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. That's 32. So I'm gonna put where that perimeter right here would be. Right underneath, I'm gonna put a 32. Half of the slant height is what that 1/2 L is. I'm sorry if you prefer we go in order and I'm jumping all over the place. Half of 11.7. This is all multiplied. When they're squished together like that, you're multiplying. And then plus the area of the base. The area of the base, it's a square. Area of a base, we just do length times width or side squared, right? 8 times 8 is 64. You can just plug this into your calculator, but you gotta do it right. If you're putting something in weird, it's gonna be wrong. If you want 1/2 as a decimal, it's 0.5, right? Do not multiply by 2. You're multiplying by 1/2. Don't divide by 1/2, right? We make those mistakes sometimes, and we want to make sure we're just putting it in exactly as the formula says. When you put it all in, you should get 251.2. Surface area is just squared, meters squared. Okay. Are you good? I'm looking at this paper, deciding if I should do another one with you. I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna let you guys see what you need to do. And then if you want to reach out to me and say, Mrs. Gortner, I need you to do whatever number with for me, then I will do it for you and I can post another video. But I'm not even sure you're watching me, so hopefully somebody's watching. All right, for surface area of a cone, it's this one. Pi times the radius squared plus pi times the radius times the slant height. So in this one here, pi times radius squared, pi times the radius is this, 7 squared. Plus pi times 7 times 11.4. Plug it all in. That's all you gotta do there. And when we plug it all in, we get, sorry, I have my answers written down on a separate paper. 404.64 meters squared, okay? Good? Okay, the next lesson then, your second lesson for the week is volume of your prisms and your cylinders. And I already told you that volume is much easier. You are just multiplying length times width times height. So in this first rectangular prism, you're just doing volume equals 17 times 9 times 24. Those aren't decimals, those are multiplication points, multiplication signs. When you plug that all in, you should get 3,672 centimeters cubed. It's going to be definitely a bigger number than surface area because you're multiplying. All right, rectangular prism or triangular prisms or prisms with other shapes, you just have to find the area of the base. So your base is your other shape. So like this triangle right here, this triangle right here. So remember that the area formula for a triangle is 1/2 base times height for that. That's where that big B comes from. That big B means area of the base, okay? So as you're working on that, watch that. And then cylinders, your formula is here as well. This is kind of these are tricky questions. I want you to try them if you can. It's always good to like challenge yourself. And I'm just gonna leave this go as well. I'm not gonna do any more examples with you, just so this video doesn't end up being like 10 minutes long. But if you want me to, I will. I will do another example. I will post another video. Just reach out and let me know, okay? All right, good luck, guys.